Just think about the power that they hold and the power that they yield over your mind. A few years ago, you remember that big scam that they were running on everybody? You remember that thing that everybody had to get right here? Remember? Well, think about it. How did that all happen? You took a plastic rectangle, which is your television, turned on its side, and you view this and you see a bunch of very well-dressed strangers with all these marquees and letterings and logos and all the coloring and all the graphics and all the bells and whistles and all that nonsense going on. And they just use fear campaigns, fear mongering. And they lied straight to the world. Straight out lied to the world. And how many people ran and got that thing? Do you remember? Do you know how many people are dead because of that? Because of the thing that they had faith and trust in these people that saying, we're here to help you, go and get that thing so you're safe from the invisible monster out there. And I'm not saying that they didn't unleash something that was killing people, because they did. But that thing was never going to stop the man-made thing that they unleashed. I'm not going to get into the what's and hows, trust me, but that man-made thing was patented. And if anybody knows the patent laws in this country, you cannot patent something from nature. You can only patent man-made inventions. If you don't believe me, look it up. Anyway, that's the power that they hold over you when you collect your intelligence and you put it into a funnel and you give it to them. It's like you're lording over your power, because they'll take that and they'll fill it with their narratives and they'll feed it back to you through these television screens. And it's always going to be the same paradigm, fear and paranoia. That's why all of these people, the age groups weren't just the elderly. I was shocked. I couldn't believe that it just spanned from, teenagers to 20s to 30s, all the way up to the 70s and 80s. I was shocked. And they were actually fighting to get, from different manufacturers. Almost like trading baseball cards. Did you get this one from this one? No, I got that one. Oh, well, I didn't get this one. I wanted that one, but I had to take this one. Talking about the different corporation names. I was just like flabbergasted. I couldn't believe it. I could not believe it. Now they're telling you, oh yeah, you didn't know? That was just experimental. Of course. And you'll never know what's in that, because they won't tell you. But I know a few things that are in it that you'll never find online. But I'm not going to say them because I'll get my channel shut down. But anyway, the point of this video is to just emphasize how much power they have over you when you connect with their hive mind collective and you give your faith and your trust to them. These well-dressed strangers, these floating torsos with no legs, with the pieces of paper, breaking news, and they give you the statistics of how many new cases there are. Which, by the way, if you run the numbers, the populations of each state was quickly exceeded by the alleged new case numbers. And I'm horrible in math, and I did it. And it runs out within a few weeks. Like the state of Florida had I think 23 million, but they were saying X amount of cases every day. So I just started to calculate. Within 6 months, it exceeded the actual populations of that state. So this was all made up. So I'm just trying to tell you, when you hook into that stuff, it doesn't matter if you watch the news, social media, whatever it is, wherever you're getting your content from, it's all coming from the same place. You have to be conscious of the fact that you're soaking that stuff in, and that's what you're going to project. And that's what's going to be your reality. Not that you're going to affect my reality, just your own. Because whatever you are bringing in or assimilating, you are allowing in your sacred space. And it shouldn't be there. It should not be there. It's sacred for a reason, because not everybody deserves access into it, just you. So when you allow their energy to penetrate that sacred space, what do you think they're going to contaminate it with? Not love and kindness, light and peace, laughter, happiness, and joy. They're going to fill it with what serves their purposes. This is why I try to convey to you the power of your unlimited potential. You keep referring to it as your imagination. That's what they want. They want you to think, oh, it's imaginary, it's no big deal. No, it's not. It's something that you have not been made aware of. Everything is energy. Look at this universe. It's energy. How can this not be something that is looked upon as amazing? You're energy. I'm energy. We're all energy. We're all energy from the same source. And if you're not aware of your potential, you can't realize your potential. Does that make sense? So when you stop seeing yourself as a pedestrian and start viewing yourself as an unlimited, transformative, cosmic being. That's when you start breaking away from that garbage and stop listening to strangers terrify you with lies. There's an invisible boogeyman outside your door. You've got to go get that to be safe. And then when you got 4 of them and all the other stuff, all the add-ons, begins with the letter B. I'm not going to say it here because it's a trigger word. That'll make you safe. Did it? No. And then they turned around and said everybody that got that was the spreaders of it. And that really ticked people off. Do you see how they changed their narrative in midstream just to suit their own needs and to benefit them? That's why I say it's just an ocean of lies, man. That's why I tell you, I always encourage you, don't follow anything I say is spirit, because my idea of spirituality is not yours. That's why I'm not going to try to dictate to you. You have to do this, it's this and that. Spirituality is a personal journey. It is an exploration to the discovery of yourself. And there's only one of you. There's only one energy of yours. There's only one frequency that God created, you. So your frequency is one of infinite, but there is no other. You are unlike any other in the sense that your energy is different, your frequency, your vibration, everything. That's why you are an individual. You are a single drop of soul from an endless sea of source, which is the beautiful, beautiful diversification of the universe, the universal tapestry, the mosaic of life on earth and beyond. So when you stop plugging into that system, the internet, social media, what people are saying in conversations, what people say in conversations is just what they're repeating parrot fashion from what they've heard online or wherever they're getting it from. They're just regurgitating the same garbage. That's what happens. You get something, what? Oh, okay, that happened. And then you pass it to some, did you hear this happen? Then they pass it and they pass the next, everybody's infested with negativity. That's exactly how it works. That's the real dominant plague. That's straight truth right there. If you want to get in touch with what you call God, get in touch with yourself. That's a direct connection. You don't need anybody, man. You don't need religion, nothing. You just need yourself. And the only way you're going to get to do that is when you disconnect from that stuff that's choking you out and crippling you and filling you with a bunch of stuff that's going to cause you to project what works in their best interest, not yours. I'm just saying.